The quality and the types of spices, it is almost impossible to control when you're eating out. Hi guys, how are you? So I did a poll on my Instagram and asked my audience if they will still eat at home as much as they do right now if money was not a problem. And the results were shocking. As dietitians, we actually advocate for home-cooked meals because of various reasons, and I'm going to share with you 5 of the main reasons as to why I intentionally plan to have my meals or most of my meals at home as opposed to outside. Of course, there are those situations that you cannot avoid eating out, and you're going to definitely discuss them later, so make sure that you stay subscribed. So the first reason as to why I intentionally plan to have my meals at home is definitely on the hidden calories that might be present. This is because most restaurants or most eating joints, they're definitely after profit, so they have to make sure that the food is tasty and the customers actually come back. So they might use additives or food ingredients that actually have additional calories. That's the first problem. Things like extra oils or extra fats that are unnecessary. You can also have others adding extra sugars in their recipes to make it tastier so that they can get that 5-star review. This definitely for someone who's trying to control what they're eating might not work for them in the long run. And I always say if you have to eat outside, you identify a joint, understand their food preparation, you can talk to the chef, you chit chat about the food cultures, some additives like the MCGs, which are commonly used in most restaurants because they add flavor, they add taste, and they are kind of addictive, so the customers will keep on going back. Ask yourself why you always run into that chicken joint or that fries joint. They have been associated with occurrences of various cancers, stomach, liver. So if you can actually avoid those, that will be great. And of course, they may tell you that the additives that they're using are natural, they're organic, but until or unless you actually saw the preparation, you cannot confirm that it is actually so. The quality and the types of spices, it is almost impossible to control when you're eating out. The other reason that I actually prefer to eat at home is because you can actually control nutrient preservation and availability or bioavailability in your foods. You might be eating out and the foods that you're eating, you think, okay, I've taken enough sources of iron, I have taken enough sources of calcium from this food, from these vegetables, and the food preparation method that was actually used, they actually made that food lose a lot of nutrients. Of course, in a restaurant or a food joint, you don't expect them to use the long cooking methods because at the end of the day, profit is the main agenda, and this might not be very profitable when it comes to usage of gas and electricity or any other source of fuel that they are actually using. So they will prefer the quick and fast preparation methods that are associated with rapid nutrient losses. So you might actually take a food like githeri or even some ugali, some fish and some vegetables, and you get compromised nutrients as opposed to if you had actually taken the time to prepare the meals at home. Of course, I understand that sometimes time is a constraint and you don't have the luxury of preparing the meals at home, and that is why we offer that services to those individuals who are busy or they have no time to prepare their meals. We have the food preparation team that comes to your house, helps you with meal prep, helps you with packaging, and even selecting the different types of foods that you're going to be having on the different days of the week to promote diversity, balanced intake, and to promote and ensure nutrient preservation as well so that you are well nourished. Another reason that I actually prefer to eat at home is because the different foods groups, how they are prepared also affects nutrient interactions, and this definitely influences availability of that nutrient for nourishment and to take care of your system. Of course, you can control the pairing of the meals outside, but it's always good to have that as well when it comes to preparation. Another reason that I actually prefer to have my meals at home is the most obvious one, because I am a good cook and I have very picky taste buds. Those who know me know that, because I'm sure they expected this to be the first point, but here it had to be the last kind of point. I actually enjoy cooking and I prefer my own cooked meals. By saying that I will eat at home, I'm not saying that I will have someone else prepare the meals. In most of the case, that is basically 90% of the time, I am the one who usually prepares the foods, because I prefer to have my foods prepared in a different or in a certain way. I select the amount of additives. I might not be adding oils or butters or fats to certain foods and other people add them, so I prefer cooking myself so that I can have control of all that. And again, I'm trying to make sure that I'm taking care of my metabolic health, my family's metabolic health, to ensure everyone is running well, they're well taken care of. So for me to do that, I have to be in the kitchen. And again, I also like tasty and very well cooked foods. Let me know in the comment section some of the things that actually entice you to eat at home, or some of the constraints that make it impossible for you to eat at home. I'll be sharing next on the simple tips that you can use to make sure that you're eating healthy even when you're eating outside, if eating at home is impossible, because I understand that people who are so busy that eating at home is not practical most of the time. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you stick around for that video, and in the meantime, watch this video on why I love our Kenyan meals. By the way, Kenya has a lot of diversity when it comes to food. It is quite unfortunate that we still eat the same type of meal every other day. Diversify your meals. You'll get different nutrients, you'll get the different quantities, enzymes, activations, acids that are going to aid in digestion, promote nutrient availability, improve your metabolic health, improve your hormone health, make you glow, just make you healthier. So make sure that you do that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.